Hey everyone, welcome to week 5. I wanted to check in with you specifically about your discussion board posts. So I know that a lot of you have done really well on these discussion boards, which is great, and I know that you've had a lot of practice at this point, but since we're halfway through term 2, things can get a little lax, and I've noticed that some students have just not been putting in the effort that I've seen in the past, so I just wanted to kind of reiterate what we expect of you moving forward so that we are all on the same page and you guys can maximize your points on those discussion boards, because really they are the lifeblood of these courses and that is where you get to interact with other students. So we think they're important, we value them, so we just wanted to touch base and make sure that we're all on the same page of what's expected. So just think of this as a little refresher course on discussion boards. So for this class, each discussion board is worth 20 points. And so your initial post is actually worth half of that. So you're getting 10 out of 20 points just for posting your initial response to the prompt. So a few things about that initial post. First of all, make sure you're doing it on time. Make sure you're emailing if that's not happening. We will have to dock points just because those need to be turned in order for students to respond, but try to get those in on time. And also make sure that you're reading the entire prompt. So a lot of times I've been getting students that'll answer part of the question or will kind of start to read the prompt and then think, oh, I know what's being asked. And so then they answer something that isn't necessarily what the topic is. So make sure, and that kind of goes for all of your assignments, make sure you're reading the instructions, reading the prompts thoroughly, making sure that you're watching Christian's videos and reading his posts to make sure that you're just hitting all of the assignment, because that's a really silly reason to get points off, just that lack of thoroughness. So yes, with your initial post, after you know that you've answered all of the question, be sure to be thorough. The posts that are only a few sentences are not getting full credit. Now, you don't have to write a novel. If you're writing like more than a page, then yeah, you're overworking yourself a little bit. Obviously, you're not going to get points off, but it doesn't have to be crazy. But I do want to see that you've done at least a paragraph's worth of work to know that you have really thought about the question and that you're engaging with our prompt. So that's just a reminder that in order to get full points, it's not just I posted something, but it's that I posted something of quality work that is more than a couple sentences long. So that's your initial post, just a reminder about it. Now, responding to other students, this is where most of you are losing points, and I think it just is that you guys are getting bogged down with lots of assignments, or maybe you're just forgetting what we really wanted out of these responses. But make sure that you're not just saying, wow, that was a really great post, good job, or, oh, I agree with X, Y, and Z in like a sentence. These responses are supposed to be thoughtful engagement, and we would appreciate you adding to the conversation. So you're going to get full points if not only you acknowledge something that is in the initial post of another student, but you also add to what they're saying. So it could be in the form of a question, maybe trying to get a dialogue going about their post. It could be in the form of, you know, you said this, it made me think of this, what do you think of this? You know, things like that. So something just a little bit more than I disagree with that or I agree with that. So make sure that you're contributing beyond those sort of trite responses, and you'll be getting full credit. So yeah, so those, make sure you're posting 2 because they're worth 5 points each. And it's a shame when I'm marking students down just for not responding to other students, because those don't take as long as your initial post. So just make sure you don't forget to do that. And yeah, just make sure that you're basically emulating class discussion, because that's what it's there for, to get you guys to interact with each other. So yeah, overall things are going really great. I just wanted to touch base on that, since sometimes we forget or, you know, get a little lax as the semester goes on. So anyway, I hope you guys are doing really well, and I'm really proud of you guys that you're making it through second term, and Christmas is close. So be encouraged. You guys are going to make it, and yeah, I can tell that you're learning a lot. So thanks so much for the assignments so far. The rest of week 4 assignments will be back to you over the weekend, so you can look forward to that. And yeah, have a great rest of your day, guys.